Good morning, everybody. It's been a long time since I put up a new video, and I felt it was time. I better put something up. And what we have here today is an ancient, lost, forgotten map of a even more ancient, lost civilization. Who out there knows what this map is of? What is the name of the civilization? Anybody? If you guess it, the first person to guess it wins a prize. Just leave it in the comment section. Everybody, if you got an idea, leave your idea in the comment section. The first person is going to win a whoopee button. And they're going to get that whoopee button, but they got to provide the chest to pin it on. Anyways, there's a reason why I'm showing this here old map is because it's really a poster. I thought you was trying to jump the bridge over there. But anyways, it's a poster. And let me show you something, and then we'll get back to this poster and I'll explain what's going on. Back in the good old days of my life, me and my wife, we had 2 hobby shops. Had 3 at one point, but the third one didn't last too long. That's another long story. But we sold everything under the sun. Check that out. That dates this when we were there. Sodom don't skate. But we sold all kinds of stuff. We even sold knives and daggers and swords, and we sold slingshots too. And that's me right there. I still am a spaceman, you might say, but we sold tons of posters. When I say tons of posters, I wouldn't be surprised if we did sell a ton. We were there for like 18 years, and we had 4 big poster racks. One of them, we had those velvet-like black light posters on it. We sold the black lights and strobe lights and all that stuff that went with it. But when you sell the last poster for that particular, style in the rack, this is what you'd see. Coming soon, watch space for a new poster. And this thing, I've trimmed it down. It was a lot bigger. But let me show you something else. Those 4 poster racks, we bought 3 of them. One I actually got for free when Kmart was redesigning their store, and they were throwing everything out. And they threw out a perfectly good poster rack and brought in another one that wasn't any better, maybe not even as good a quality. But this is all I've got left. This is like a side panel, that you drop in when you put the rack together. Those racks cost me like $600 a piece for the 2 big ones. Then I bought a smaller one from a guy that was going out of business. And like I said, the other one I got for free. It even had, when Kmart threw it out, they even threw out posters with it. I wound up selling those posters. And you wonder why Kmart went out of business. It's crazy the stuff that goes on in the world. Companies get taken over and they get people running them and they do a poor job of it. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some more Pontiac videos. I'm still working on the half of Pontiac outside. And I just drove this here a couple of weeks ago. But it doesn't get out as much as I'd like to take it out. If you're wondering now, why am I talking about posters and showing you that map? Because I got a lot of posters still that I kept because they were posters that I kind of liked and were unique. And I've got posters that I'd say may be the only one in the world. A few for sure. Or if there are others, it's like, 2 or 3 left in the whole wide world. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start bringing out posters. I've got one poster. The first poster I'm going to start with, not that one of the map, but the first actual poster I want to start with is a poster that, because I had it up in the rack, and I gave it to this lady. She came in my store, and she saw it, and she said, I got to have that. I got to have that. And she started, we became friends. And before it was all over, I gave her the poster, and this is so long ago. it's just crazy. I actually made a video of it long ago on my on this channel, and if you search back, you'll see a picture, I think, of Tarzan. If you go back through my playlist, like quite a few years ago, but I met her during Iraqi freedom, and you can hear the story on that. You know, it's I'm talking about Malcolm Muggeridge in there too. But what's crazy is I didn't know I had, you know, I'd given her that poster, which I will reveal soon with the update on that story, you could say, because I just found it yesterday. It kind of blew me away. I didn't think, when I thought it brought back memories, of course. And these here, I'm going to do a video soon of, you know, I want to put all these old black and white pictures together. I got black and white pictures from about 1900, probably is the first one, or yeah, around there, 1902, 1903, all the way up, you know, they'll go up to the very early 50s, I would say. That's my dad right there, and that is probably about 1939. He went into the Army in 38, 39, right around there, and he was at the Waco Fairgrounds in Texas. They were out like doing a military exercise, and they went there and they were setting up tents, and he probably slept the night there. Not that tent there, but, you know, kind of like that. And World War II, you know, Pearl Harbor got hit. And he wound up, the company, battalion, whatever you want to call it, they immediately were, you know, given orders. They got to go home, take a quick leave, and then they, you know, shipped out, and he wound up in Australia. And so he's in Australia. He says he's there for a couple of weeks. You know, they're having a really good time there. When one night or day, you know, they said, you got to load up on these ships. We're sailing out. And, you know, everybody wants to know, where are we going? And they wouldn't say that, you know, it's top secret where you're going. And he says they were out there for like 2 days. And the next thing you know, they wake up and they're told to get off the ships, and they're back in Australia. And everybody's like, what, you know, what's going on? Why are we back in Australia? What you do that for? And what happened was, and you can look this stuff up, the ships they were on were heading to the Philippines, but they never reached the Philippines because the Philippines fell to the Japanese, took it over. And so then he's back in Australia, and they were there, I forget for how long, not real long, but, you know, next you know, get back on those ships. We're going out again. And no, you're not going to know where you're going. It's top secret. And I actually got in this mess somewhere a picture of the ship that he took. It says this picture was taken from the mast of the ship. But when they did get off the ship that time, they were in New Guinea, where he spent, you know, he got there, New Guinea probably, well, it would have been in 1942. And he was there till they had to evacuate him out because he got messed up pretty bad. Anyways, so I'm going to be putting this all together and making some kind of collage on the YouTube, you know, channel of that. And there won't be any talking, it'll just be music. Well, anyways, everybody, if you know, really, if you got a guess, leave it in the comment section, and after a while, I'll put it up, you know, what this map was. But I am going to start, you know, not today, but you'll start to see videos of maps. And particularly the first one will be about the lady that came to the store and her history with the map and why she wanted it so much. And then I'll start doing that. I don't know how often, but I got a lot of these posters, not map that she came in and got. And a lot of the posters I have do have like stories behind them, and some of course won't, but I make up a story if I have to, not really make up one, but maybe talk about its content and what it relates to. Everybody, it is, the month, I guess, is half over. Today is the 16th. Yeah, it's definitely half over. And time's flying, and boy, the thing's going crazy. We are. Hey, oh, if anybody says this is a map of Greenland, you're gonna get remember that gong show? You're gonna get gonged out. Everybody have a great day.